Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are watching from, or maybe you're watching the replay. But welcome to this webinar to biohack your practice and how you can make quantum impact if you are a coach or a holistic practitioner. I will start with introducing ourselves. So I am Karina Schuil. I live in Amsterdam with my family. I'm a mother of three children, and I've always had this interest since I was a child in the gap between science and spirituality. And I found some tools in the past few years that helped me bridge this gap. We'll speak about that later. I've been an entrepreneur for 16 years. I started my entrepreneurship career with an event and incentive company, organizing events and incentives for the corporate world all over the world, traveled a lot. And about 5 years ago, I stepped into my own mission and my purpose of helping other people step into their inner power, tap into the inner power and finding out that everything we need is already inside of us. So I help people with transcending limiting beliefs, with knowing they're a conscious creator of their reality, and helping people step into their own purpose and mission. So I'm a consciousness mentor, and here again I help people bridge this gap between science and spirituality, and I'm a quantum entrepreneur. So Brechje, how about you?
Hi, I'm Brechje, Brechje Blossom. I call myself nowadays because I'd like to blossom and I like to make people blossom, especially women. This is my main coaches that I work with. Soul and purpose alignment are, I think, my name of the game, because I think that this is what counts and this is what it's all about, why we're here. So I offer sustainable well-being coaching and a generational wealth coaching, and wealth in the broadest sense of the word, which means to be well and healthy, but also be well, financially healthy, well-being. I'm a mother of two and the creator of Blossom Your Story. So yeah, that's me.
So everything in the basis is energy, and that's what we'll speak about today. Energy is practically everything there is if we break it down, and we'll speak about that in a few minutes. So if you want to create a certain reality, look at where you are now in your life, and your life is reflecting the energy that you are emitting. So if you want to change that, and if you want to create a different reality, all you need to do is change your own frequency, and the reality you want will unfold. That is what we'll tap into today. So what is energy? Perhaps maybe you already know what energy is and you work with it on a daily basis. Maybe you're a Reiki practitioner or energy healer, but it's always good to have a look at it from a different or deeper or different angle. So we'll share about that first. And maybe energy is completely new to you and you've never really worked with the energy field or with frequency or with the things we cannot see. And if that is you, then this is fascinating for your practice, because it will really have you look at your practice from a whole deeper and a more holistic level even. So let's dive into what energy is. With a little film by Bruce Lipton, I'll play just a little part of it. He can explain it so beautifully.
I will show you the science of actually how the cells work, and you will have more knowledge than most doctors in the world today, because they still believe in the genes. Every cell in your body has a minus voltage on the inside and positive voltage on the outside. Every cell, every live cell is a battery. Every cell has about 1.4 volts, not too much. 50 trillion cells in the body times 1.4 volts is 700 trillion volts of electricity in your body right now. And with training and meditation, you can focus this energy called chi, and you can use that energy for healing. With that much voltage, people can self-combust. Every function in your body is already present in every cell.
So I've always read these books about the field between physics and spirituality. And if you look at what all the great spiritual teachers, what all the great energy teachers are speaking about, whether it's Louise Hay or Joe Dispenza, or like we just saw, Lynn McTaggart also, even if you look at modalities like the gene keys by Richard Rudd, it all comes back to energy. Everything is energy. So how does that work in the human body, and where do we make this transition between what is physical reality and what is not physical anymore? So if we look at our bodies, the human body is comprised of 9 systems, but what actually makes these systems up? And we have the tissues and the organs, and this is usually the field that traditional Newtonian science is looking at, and also the doctors in hospitals, and the mainstream healthcare is mostly looking at tissues and organs, and one level below that, and all these tissues and organs are made of cells. So that is where it usually stops. But this is where it really gets interesting, because all of our cells are made up of molecules, and the molecules are made up of atoms. And when we go into this field, we tap into a whole deeper, a whole other level, because we enter the non-physical. We are made up of subatomic particles, and ultimately that is energy, and that is frequency. And why is that important? We'll come on to later. But for now, if energy is new to you and frequency is new to you, just go to what we feel on a regular basis. We already know about frequency. We even talk frequency. Because if we're feeling really low, if we're down, if we're depressed, we're also speaking about feeling low. So we can already feel that that is somewhere in the lowest band of frequency. And when we're really happy, we're in love, everything is working for us, we tend to say we feel high. So we can already feel this difference between feeling low and feeling high. And I don't know if you know of the beautiful work of the Japanese doctor Masaru Emoto. I've always been fascinated by his work. It's kind of old. You can find a lot of videos about it on YouTube as well. He did research where he froze water drops and then spoke words or posted papers with words on those water drops between the plates. And the way the water crystallized is fascinating. So if beautiful words like compassion and thank you and love were projected at these drops, they changed into beautiful, beautifully shaped water crystals. But when ugly words were spoken, or like Hitler or I hate you, or when they were exposed to heavy metal pollution or water from a dam that he used that was very from a polluted lake, then the shape and the color also became quite ugly. So if we reckon that our bodies, 60 to 70% of our bodies consist of water. So what does that mean? What is the energy we allow into our life? What are the words that we speak to ourselves? They always say, like, you should speak to yourself like your own best friend, right? But do we really on a daily basis? So these words and everything that we allow into our field, into ourselves, is of utmost importance. And we can also, and that is even more mind-boggling, we can also affect the things. So if we allow only the good into our bodies and into our mind, we can actually change our narrative and we can change our whole reality. So seeing this and knowing this, knowing we are 60-70% water, knowing that at the deepest level we are energy, we are not just a human body, we have a human body, we are an energy field. And this is something that that science is barely grasping the surface of this, but regular healthcare, regular coaching practice, psychologists, they don't look at our bodies and our minds and our souls this way. So what if you, as a therapist, start using this information, start tapping into this quantum field, then you can truly generate biohacks for your clients, for yourself. And I think it's really time to activate this dormant information right now. So that is why I'm coming to the next point. Thoughts and emotions, everything influences in our body, and it can trigger our physical DNA. And that in turn determines whether we create wellness and ease or whether we create dis-ease. So this is why I want to bring in Healy. And we don't want to bring in Healy like we're going to sell a Healy to you, to those of you that don't own a Healy yet. But we really see, Brechje and I, we really see this opportunity for so many people to change their lives. It is, we're both coaches. For us, it's a fantastic tool that helps us alter the lives of our clients. It helps us alter our own lives and our own health. And what if you, as a therapist, whether it doesn't matter what modality you offer, we'll go into that later a little bit. But what if you can reduce the inflammation and stress into the body, even if you're like a mental health coach and you only focus on mental processes? If you can tap into the deeper parts of the body, you can also help the client stimulate their self-healing and reduce inflammation, then this has also an effect on the depression of a client, for example. So what if you can help this client reduce the inflammation and stress and harmonize their whole entire being and body and have autonomic function back again? And also, if you can increase the cellular energy by up to 500%, and you don't need any drugs for that, wouldn't you want to know what this tool is and what it can do for you and your practice? So for those of you that don't know Healy yet, it's a little device, 5 by 5 centimeters. So it's wearable, you can bring it anywhere. I bring it anywhere in my life. And what it does, it analyzes specific frequencies in your body that are causing imbalances. And it actually reads your body. There's a quantum sensor inside. And what it does is that it measures where you are out of balance. So if you have this whole scale of frequencies, and let's say for depression, it measures that somebody is at a level of depression, at the lowest frequency. And what you want to do is give this person a biofeedback that raises their frequency out of the depression. That is what Healy does. So first, it analyzes what is out of balance, body, mind, and soul. And then it delivers the specific frequencies into the body to bring that body into bioenergetic balance. And frequency is essentially, it's a set of codes. It's a set of codes that when you combine that with energy, that creates matter. So you make the route from going from the organs and the tissues into the subatomic particle field. You reverse it and you bring the subatomic particles with frequencies up into the physical body where it manifests as well-being and ease. So it's the only device in the world at the moment that has a quantum sensor. So with that quantum sensor, it allows you to real-time scan your client's information field, find these distortions that are blocking them from reaching their higher consciousness and their physical well-being. But, and this is also really special about the Healy, you can also do that remotely. So it doesn't really matter where your client is. And if you have a practice where clients come to you and they have to go to your physical practice to receive your treatments, imagine how this gives you the opportunity to bring your business online, to help your clients when they're far away, and to expand your whole business worldwide if you wanted to. So it helps the elimination of mental and emotional blockages that cause recurring negative thought patterns and beliefs. And you upload the signature energy of everything that you want to transmit back into the field. And so it's the only device really that can do this. The Healy is it's the daughter company of Time Waver. I don't know if there are any bioresonance therapists here, but the Time Waver is the mother company, and many therapists work with these devices. They're like the big frequency devices, and they cost about 30,000, 40,000 euros. So people actually need to go and see a therapist for that. I used to go to a bioresonance therapist before I had my own Healy. But now I don't, I barely go there anymore. Only when there's something deeper and that I cannot find with my Healy, then I go to her. But before I used to go there all the time and bring my children. So this is actually a tool that is giving people back authority over their own body. And it gives them they're able to tap into self-healing. And that is one of the most important things about Healy. Now, that might sound scary for you as a therapist to know that your client can start self-healing and that maybe they don't need you anymore. But it doesn't work that way. It actually helps you do your work even better. So the result and the effects of your work will be even greater, and you can help clients much quicker. So the Healy is also charged with 144,000 frequencies and over 120 programs at the moment. So why is this important? Why is supporting people with Healy, with frequencies in general, why is it important? If people own this Healy, they have it in their own hand, and it's supporting their behavior change. Because everything starts with self-awareness. And once they can scan their bodies and know what is up in their bodies, their self-awareness becomes higher. And that is also starting this progress of self-healing more and more. It's supporting the full being, body, mind, and soul. And usually when coaches and therapists have like one angle, or maybe a few, even if you work holistic, now you can tap into the deeper layers, like already explained. You can start shifting and recalibrating your body and help people return to their original blueprint and back into the alignment. And it works on all aspects and dimensions of the human body and the human experience. If you look at it from a perspective of cells, at the left side, you see a live blood test of a person that doesn't use a Healy, and you see these coagulated blood cells. And this is, of course, especially these last few years, this is what's happening a lot in people, that the blood is coagulated. And then you see on the right side a live blood test taken half an hour after using a Healy program. And you can see that it's already, the cells are whole again. So this is what the Healy does. It works on the cell, the border of the cell, making that complete and whole again. So who is the Healy for? It's actually for everyone that is invested in healing. and especially those that want to be empowered to take their own role in their self-healing. It's for all wellness professionals and therapists, whether you're a spiritual healer or energy healer and you want to scale your gifts and impact and become maybe an online expert, work with worldwide clients. It's for health professionals that are looking to leverage their time, because it will leverage your business in ways that you can start earning money without bringing in the time for money, stepping out of that time for money paradigm. And it's for holistic practitioners, for yoga meditation teachers, group facilitators. There's a beautiful new tool that Brechje will also explain about. That is a very beautiful tool for group facilitators and for coaches and mentors. And Brechje will also do actually a live demonstration of the coaching model, and she will explain everything about it. So what is the quantum impact you can reach with the Healy? Since it works on all aspects and dimensions, whether it's physical, emotionally, meridians, chakras, learning, sleep, stress, mental balance, beauty, fitness, connection, relationships, or coaching, doesn't matter. You can just pick the programs that are beneficial for your specific practice. So say if you're a homeopathic practitioner, then there's programs like the Bach flower essences, Alaskan gem elixirs, there's Schlosser cell salts. I used to buy lots of bottles of the Schlosser cell salts. I have like a whole row in my kitchen cabinet, but I don't buy them anymore because I supplement my family with frequencies. And you have to remember that a pill, like a Schlosser cell salt, it's always like a carrier. It's a carrier that carries frequencies. And also like traditional medicine, it's a pill that carries the frequencies of healing benefits. Even mainstream medicine usually has plant particles, so that's in energetic form usually. So creative homeopathy is a beautiful program that's also of interest to coaches and therapists, because it is really a combination between homeopathic substances and body, mind, and soul. So it gives a lot of insights in processes of people, even with the cell salts, for example. If you make a scan with the Healy for the Schlosser cell salts, it also gives you a perceptive of where this person is at, what is happening in his or her life, what are the patterns that they are blocking right now. So if you're a massage therapist, you could use the meridians programs, the chakra programs. If you're a beauty therapist, you could use the skin and the hair programs. There's programs that make your hair beautifully and make the hair loss, for example, less. There's programs that help wound healing. There's programs for acne. There's all these beautiful skin programs. There's even cell therapy, what's it called, stem cell therapy programs. There's epigenetic programs that help you heal your skin and that help against aging. There's, if you're a woman's health coach, you could use the hormonal programs. There's a lot of hormonal programs. There's like menstruation programs. There's specific hormone programs. There's a thyroid program. And you could also use the digital nutrition app. That's a program group that you can use, and you can scan exactly what are the disbalances in vitamins and supplements, also of interest for health practitioners. So you can make a scan, and even if you sell, for example, vitamins, you can make a scan next to your normal work and scan what your client is needing right now, and then you can still sell it, and you can also send them the frequencies to support the healing. So there's loads of possibilities. for me as a coach, I work a lot with the coaching module that Brechje will explain about. And I also work a lot with the chakra program. So what I do is I make a remote or personal scan of somebody's energy field. The chakras will come up, and chakras are of course always related to certain issues and certain like physiological, psychological, emotional issues, so we can address them already. And wait, when I make a chakra scan, that even goes deeper into the program of this person, and it will tell me straight away what are the issues that are blocking this person's development. And I work with the Healy now for 3 years. I've done hundreds, maybe close to 1,000 scans with people in person and remotely all over the world. And up to this day, it never ceases to amaze me. I'm still amazed every day what comes up in people's processes. And people usually they go crying when they read what's coming up, because it's not always what they think it is that is blocking them. It's not always their day-to-day issues. It's sometimes something from way back from their childhood that they thought they were already over. But we all know how healing goes, right? In these spirals of healing. So deeper and deeper and deeper we get into processes. So sometimes, and it goes as specifically as saying, like, you have difficulty stepping into your mission right now because as a child you were forced to choose between your father and your mother's love. It goes as deep as that, and it's always spot on. So the Healy is like a whole reading in itself, and it's beautiful for me to witness this and to work with it, and to give people these insights, and then after help them with the healing. But even reading these reports and having a coaching talk about these emotions and old patterns that come up already brings so much healing. What I also work with as a coach a lot is the Being program. I'm actually running it right now. It's a program that helps you tap into being you. So when I'm speaking to a lot of people or hosting a webinar, I'm usually running this program because it brings me back into my own energy, into my own field. And it's beautiful. You can use it also as when you're a yoga teacher or practitioner, that when you're interacting with a lot of people, you stay in your own zone. And if you're a coach and you've seen many people on one day, you can run it after to, let go of all these processes of other people and step back into being you again. I have this 6-week program, and the second week is always about releasing what doesn't serve you anymore. So that is when I always give the Healy to the client and have them run the program Release, which is a releasing of pain, of patterns, of emotions. And it always works like clockwork. And I can see the effect from when I wasn't working with the Healy yet running this program, or when I was. People release on a much deeper level, and the next week when we're always talking about where they are now and where they want to go, they're much more ready to go. I also developed programs with my Healy, which is also very interesting, I think, to many coaches and therapists. So I, for example, developed a high frequency clearing, business clearing. So what I do is I have people make a mood board, a vision board, and I upload that in my Healy. I can upload like crystals. I can upload music even. I can upload a business. So not only persons, but also a business. And then I ask this person for a clear vision for their business. And I put that in as an intention. And then I run a scan, not of this person's personal processes, but of the business processes. And the results are entirely different from if you run a person's field. So I created this session with it. I also created blocks of frequency healings that people can choose from and that I can send them from a distance. I sometimes help people's pets with healing. I sometimes help people abroad, and they ask me for a set of healings for pain, and then I send them frequencies for 5 days. So besides using the Healy in your practice, you can enter a whole other layer in your business where you start developing frequency programs for them. And of course, if you're a meditation teacher or a yoga teacher or some other kind of group practitioner, you can put the Healy and also the Mac Healy we'll be talking about in a bit. You can put that in the room, set a specific focus for the group, and run these frequencies. You can also read what is in the group energy right now. And I know a lot of yoga meditation teachers can do this already by themselves, but this will only strengthen your work and bring in even more beautiful frequencies, like having a yin yoga class with Bach flower essences on the background. So there's a load that we can do. And I'll now let Brechje explain and give a beautiful demonstration of what the coaching module is about, because we've only had this for, I think, a year now, and it's mind-blowing as well.
Yes, I thank you, Karina, for the very wonderful explanation about everything, all the possibilities that are possible. And we really hope you are as enthusiastic as we are about this mind-blowing energy friend that we have at our disposal. Yes, the coaching module for me is the most sophisticated part of this device, which is personal. Because you might know as a coach already that we have about 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, which is already mind-blowing if you think about it. But these are usually repeated thoughts from yesterday or the day before, or even sudden memories that come up from your parents or your ancestors, and all this stuff happens unconsciously. And this is why you can you can wake up and think, I'm very nice today, and in the mid-afternoon you are feeling like not very well anymore, because these unconscious patterns, they run the show. And this is, of course, related to the law of attraction. So what you are thinking about unconsciously is what you are attracting. And with the coaching module, we really are changing thoughts, influencing the body as well. So while you think you are working on a mental level, you are really helping your body come back into balance as well. So through the wisdom of your conscious mind, you can attract the ideal partner. You can attract the ideal business partner. You can attract your ideal house. You can attract the ideal camper. You can attract whatever it is you feel like you want to attract. It is really yours to pluck out of the ether if you are in balance within your thoughts. And this is why I'm so enthusiastic about the coaching modules, because there is a place where you are now, and there is a place where you want to go, and there's of course a gap in between, and the gap in between is your subconscious mind. So if you close the gap, you are right where you want to be, right? So and this is what the coaching module does. So we find the gap, and the coaching module really finds unconscious patterns within 6 minutes. And I will show you how this works. I have found a good friend of mine and a business associate as well to be willing to demonstrate how this wonderful coaching module works. Can you do the next slide, Karina?
Can you do it yourself, or can't you? I will do it for you, but I think you can, the co-host. And let me know when I stop sharing so you can share.
It's not clickable for me.
No? Oh, your co-host. So you just go to the right side of your screen and you see a blue dot.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll be a lovely assistant, right?
Thank you. So so this is what I was telling about. So we have a personal and success coach module. The personal is the next slide. It's about self-worth, emotional balance, personal relationships, family relationships. And here are in the family relationships are usually all your ancestral things you want to clear up. Social relationships, spirituality, goals, potentials, career, and finances. So usually when you want to accomplish a goal, we tend to think, oh, it's about finances, or it's about career because I want to make a step in my career. But usually it's about self-worth and emotional balance. This is always the point where I start. So when someone comes to me and say, I want to improve my abundant state, we go self-worth first, because without this, you will keep on attracting the wrong things and really counterbalance the things that you want to attract. Next slide, please.
The next or the last one?
The last one. Thank you.
No, I don't think you want to go there.
Yeah. Okay, so Sjoukje, you are here. I will unmute you.
I'll stop sharing.
There is Sjoukje. Hi. Can you unmute yourself too? Not yet.
Zou kunnen doordat ze oortjes in heeft dat ze niet kan praten, dat het geen geluid is.
Oh ja. Is het mogelijk om de oortjes uit te doen, Sjoukje? Moet je hem ook even... Ja, meteen. Dankjewel voor de goede tip.
Oké, goed zo.
Hoi, Sjoukje.
Hallo.
Ik ga met Sjoukje. I'm going to do a demonstration with Sjoukje with the coaching module. Sjoukje, is there anything you want to address, which is at this point in time you find is blocking you from taking a step forward?
Yeah, can I do it in Dutch?
I will translate it, yeah.
Okay. At the moment, I feel very old pain from my childhood.
Okay. And how does it feel?
How does it feel? I feel very painful in my heart, in my zonnevlecht.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sometimes very depressive, verdrietig, crying.
Sad.
Yeah, sad.
Okay. So you're feeling sad, and you have you think that it's related to your childhood.
At the moment, I got very lot of memories. It's like a film. The one film ended, and the next film started, and I think, oh help! What is stopping? But I think there is maybe via the healing, there's a lot of working.
Of course, yeah, a lot of stuff is going up. So yeah. What would be your desired state? How would you like to feel?
Oh, I like to feel free from this old stuff. When I'm in my own, how you say, power. To feel my really own power. Because this is very old, and it takes me down.
Okay, I will share the screen so you can see what I'm doing. Yes. So Sjoukje, you said you want to feel free of what were your words again?
I like to feel free from my old stuff and to stay strong in my own power.
I feel strong in my own power.
That's
And
my
this
intention.
And this makes me feel free.
Yeah.
So because Sjoukje said that she said it's from her, she feels it's from her childhood, we always go to self-worth because as Karina explained already, a lot of our issues that are related to our childhood are related to self-worth. Sjoukje, you said, can you repeat your intention?
Yes. I feel free from my old stuff from my childhood, and to stay strong in my own power.
So we always create a positive intention. So we create the intention, which, because there is a gap, she's now here and she wants to be there. So before I start the analysis, I will ask her to close her eyes and really go into the state of feeling I stay strong and feel free
in my own energy.
In my own energy. How does that feel?
Oh, I feel a very cold rilling in my legs.
Oh, really?
Really.
But if you have accomplished this, how would this make you feel?
Will you repeat this?
So if you have, I stay strong and feel free in my own energy, how does that feel?
Yes, very good, of course.
Okay.
That makes me happy, yeah? That's what sometimes I can feel this, but sometimes I can feel this, but sometimes it's very far away. No.
Yes.
It changes.
So this is the gap that you're in between where you are here now and all the stuff and the Healy will bring it up. It will bring it up to the surface and then shake it loose. Especially for women, this is amazing because the more women talk about their issues, the more it gets ingrained in their emotional, in the brain, really, and in the body. So the more it's to talk about stuff is good to become aware of something. But then talking about it more and more and more will only actually make it worse. So we go into emotional balance and we pick one in every category. If you go here, you see living consciously is the biggest one. So if I can, so this is the subconscious stuff that can come up, but we will let the Healy decide because there's a quantum sensor which will find her energy, so the Healy can find which is her most, which is blocking her the most. So if I'm getting in the way, or Sjoukje said, it's that one, but maybe it's even a deeper layer. So we always let the Healy decide. So we go back, so I picked 3. So here I will change the number to 3. And because she said it's from my childhood, we will go into the family relationships as well. So here you have dissolving imprints and ancestral claims, boundaries and team spirit, harmonizing of areas of life. Which one would you say, Sjoukje?
I think the second.
So we pick 2?
Yeah. But what is it? But what does it mean? What is behind there's the number behind this? Is that the most?
Yeah. So there is a database that Healy created, based on really the bigger the time waver. So because Healy is a smaller device, they created a database which is comprehensible for us users, for coaches. So this is why it's 87 in family relationships. If you pick too much, of course it will be overwhelming. So I always set an intention for 2 weeks, because a cycle of change takes really 2 weeks with this. And then you feel a shift going on, and either you have made the step, and then you are ready to take another step, or you take a break. You think this is enough for now, and you wait until you find the urge to resolve a different part within you. Personal relationships, I would say yes, Joukje.
Yeah.
Finding a partner, self-love, or trust.
Maybe the first.
Only the first?
Hmm?
And we go in self-worth.
Hmm?
We pick one because there are always issues in this part when it's a child-related issue. So I change the number to 3 here, and then I say so now we here have all the databases. We chose our themes. So Joukje, please close your eyes. And imagine how you would feel when you feel, I stay strong and feel free in my own energy. You may repeat this sentence in your mind. I stay strong and feel free in my energy. You can open your eyes. So at the right on top, you will see arrows. If you click on that, I will put it on potency. This will put all the D potencies on top. So there are D potencies, C potencies, and LM potencies. And for people who are interested, I will share the meaning of this, but for this video, it's too much to explain. So the D potency means all the causes. And it's a 1E24, which means it's from her grandparents. The desired state is, I am living consciously. I stand by myself, my values, my intentions and goals, and purchase them with heart and mind. How would that feel if you would feel this?
What do you say before? Was it from my parents before? Old parents, how you say it?
Yeah,
This?
so in emotional balance, living consciously, the
Yeah.
cause, and it's an 8. And 8 means you are ready to let this go.
Okay. But it's not only from me, but also from the people
From your
before me.
grandparents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in family relationships, in boundaries and team, it's a 4. So this means it's not really unconscious yet. And maybe you find it a difficult issue. The desired state is, I am filled with wholeness within me, and I am wholeness in harmonizing and loving acting. So this means you can be whole besides from your grandparents. So you can be whole as your own person. So you don't have to carry all the burdens from them.
Mm-hmm.
Another emotional harmony, the desired description. My body tension is the optimal rhythm between expansion and contraction. My body awareness, every cell of my body receives all the necessary information so that my feelings can be expressed in an unhindered and appropriate way. So your body gets to release really all the emotions instead of keeping them tight. So here is the point where we think we are working on the mind, but also your body gets replenished. Dissolving imprints and ancestral claims, the desired state is, I dissolve my vision through rose-colored glasses. Do you recognize this?
A moment. I recognize my imprints. Yeah.
Is this something you can relate to?
Yeah.
So this is an effect. So this is an effect because of the cause that we had in the beginning. So the cause is, the desired state is, I stand by myself. And the effect is that you dissolve your vision with rose-colored glasses. And self-worth and self-acceptance. I accept my resistance to allow, love, and consciously deal with it.
Ah, ik red het niet. Dat komt zo. Ja.
Sorry.
Geeft niet.
I'm back again.
Life happens, right?
Yeah.
And in basic self-esteem, I define my self-worth from the source of my inner abundance. I am in the knowledge of what I can expect and trust myself to do. My life and existence is filled with the possibilities that I exhaust. So here it is again, basic self-worth. As a grown-up person, this is your desired state, which you carried for many years and years and years as a child.
Yeah.
So this will take a while to release because it's a 2. So you see 78% and then you see a 2 in between. This means it's not really conscious for her yet, but it came up. So it's important to release. So sometimes we take 3 weeks for this team. In emotional balance, I live healthy values that spring from my correspondent to myself and my true nature. So you can live by your own values. In the LM potencies, which means these are the unconscious patterns floating around, I carry the responsibility for my thoughts and actions, and I am accountable to no one because I always act for my highest welfare in symbiosis for the highest welfare of everything. So this means you get to put yourself first. How does that feel?
Yeah, great, huh? it feel like a lot of space in my own love and
yes,
power.
It's all coming to you. In parameters for happiness, in my work, I am following myself and I am happy. My inner happiness and contentment remains unaffected by my professional situation or outlook. So this means and it's an 8. So this is, so you can release this easily. It will be cleared very easily. In basic of self-esteem, I have a healthy self-esteem. This correlates optimally with my independence. Oh, this is beautiful. In basic self-esteem, I have a healthy self-esteem. This correlates optimally with my creativity. And Sjoukje paints, so this is very good for her.
I'm an artist, yes.
She's an artist. So she can release all the blocks now.
Wow.
Self-love and altruism, the desired description. Everyone has a right to express their love for themselves according to their means. In emotional harmony, I breathe in a liberated and powerful way. I gently release my repressed feelings and breathe out and in the best possible way. So this, mind your breathing. So sometimes it might be that it's more up here for you. So you can go and practice belly breathing. Energy and power. I allow my comfortable feeling of life to be permanent. I give up my attitude of looking for criticism to inhibit or ruin my well-being. So you can just be happy. Most people are afraid when they're happy that it will go away, because they brace themselves. They think, oh, this cannot be a state that just goes on and on and on. Well, it can, and it will. In living consciously, I am living consciously. I become aware of where I stand personally or professionally and have a clear view of my plans, goals, successes, and failures. And it's a 7, so you're really ready to let this go. Sjoukje is starting her own business at the moment. So this is perfect for her in creating space for her to grow in her own business. Finding a partner, I recognize that I am seeking comfort in a partnership and consciously release this longing and expectation. I experience the grace of comfort and confidence on all levels. I have no right to coerce a partner with the intention on my consolation. So this means that when you have a partner, you are your own person and he is his own person as well. So this might go a long way back.
What do you mean?
Because of the earlier relationships that you were in. So this is something you carry from past relationships, but it's going to be out of your field. I dissolve my inner constraints. That's lovely. And last but not least, I contribute optimally for the highest good of all that is. My personal well-being is paramount. So this is a 3, but it's high percentage, 99%. So it may take a little bit longer. And so until you find a shift, we keep on. I will send these frequencies to Sjoukje for the next 2 weeks, and I will be in close contact with her, and she has to let me know how it feels.
Brechje, maybe you can show people how we send those vibrations.
I was just about to do that. Yes.
Yes, right.
So Sjoukje, close your eyes and be ready to receive these frequencies. I think I have to reconnect it. Sjoukje, keep closing your eyes. And only just receive these frequencies that are being sent to you. And we all hold this container for Sjoukje to receive these beautiful frequencies that are clearing in her field.
And what is beautiful to know for the coaches and therapists here, I think, is that this Healy coaching module makes it possible for you to help people in a few minutes that would normally take like weeks or months of intense coaching to get these patterns up to the surface and make these patterns conscious. Right, Brechje?
Yeah. So, yeah, because if she would have already let it go if she was aware of it. But the coaching module brings it up to the surface and then shakes it loose, really. And there is nothing you have to do for it. The only thing I always recommend is create a journal and write how you feel, so you can for yourself feel that there's the difference.
So let's move forward to ways to use the Healy. There's several ways that you can use it. We have electrodes, like I am using now, electrodes for your wrists. There's electrodes also for your ears, for cranial sacral stimulation. That has everything to do with pain and migraine and your head in general. There's also a wireless coil that you can click into your Healy, so you'll be even more able to move without all the wireless, with all the wires, etc. There's this is the way to stimulate your body physically, so the microcurrents go directly into your skin, into your body straight away. We also have a way of using the Healy distance-wise, like I explained before. So we can do a resonance scan of the general health and well-being of a person, and we can do the aura and also the coaching scan, of course, and also the chakra scan, and we can do that also distance-wise. And we have the Mac Healy. And Brechje, you want to explain a little bit about the newest addition to the family of Healy, right?
Yeah. So the Mac Healy is so the Healy is scanning your field, but the Mac Healy is scanning your environment. So this means that it's based on the magnetic applications that have used for decades already, and it's just enhanced with technology. It harmonizes your environment via the magnetic field, and it interacts with your body and environment. I know maybe some of you heard of Carolyn McMakin. She is the author of The Resonance Effect. She treated a football player in the USA, which was injured by, and he had to go under surgery, would take months and months and months. And she treated him with the frequencies, and he was back in the field after 6 weeks already. So this is how powerful it really can be. And the Mac Healy offers 4 unique applications. The classic one, this will help you relax and revitalize your environment. So really good for business owners, really, coaches, to put in your coach area, to send frequencies to clients before they even enter the room. So the room is harmonized already and feels neutral, really. because everyone, of course, has their own story. You as a coach bring your own story as well. So it's really powerful to send the frequencies into the room. And we also have the water program, which I'm very enthusiastic about, because we all know how important it is to drink and stay hydrated, especially when you're using frequencies, because we ourselves are 80 to 90% water. So we can enhance the natural energy of the water and inform the energy, the water with information. This is, I find this mind-blowing and exciting. On the atmosphere, so children playing are very busy. I see this really being very effective in schools, especially with children with special needs, for instance. But also in a business environment, or as a coach, as a yoga teacher. It harmonizes the environment and enhances creativity, concentration, relaxation, productivity. So you just put the device in the room, and it will do itself, really. So this is really exciting. The McMaken, this is a product from Carol McMaken. This is her surname. And she developed the dual frequencies to address various imbalances. For instance, also emotional challenges. So what you do with the coaching module, you can support with these other programs. And this is why it's really mind-blowing and exciting. So yeah, we have the Healy Resonance Plus and the Healy Professional, our personal favorites, because in the Healy Resonance Plus is the coaching module, and the Healy Professional, I have this myself because it has the digital nutrition programs, which I find mind-blowing. Because I've always struggled with, so what is good for me to eat? What does my body really like? Usually, I always did what my parents taught me, but is this the best thing for my body? So the digital nutrition advises you on what your body really needs. There is a December promotion, and it's actually extended to the 1st of January. I read this morning. There's a discount of 45% on the Healy. This is a significant discount. And so if you are interested and you would like to work with the coaching module or any other programs, chakra healing that Karina talked about, ask the person, so Karina or myself, that invited you to this webinar.
So we're almost at the end of our presentation. We took a little bit longer, over 1 hour. So please bear with us, because we'd like to close this off with stating the things that make it for you an even greater opportunity for your own growth if you work with Healy. Because it's beautiful, and I think we've demonstrated that, practically demonstrated it. We've shown many examples of how you can use it to biohack your own practice, but you can also grow and upscale your business with it. So you can raise your impact and help even more people, but with more ease. Because in general, as a practitioner, if we want to help more people, we need to schedule more appointments, like one-on-one or group appointments, and we need to work harder. But this is very much the old paradigm, because if you start integrating something like a Healy that can help you scale up, work online, work with clients internationally, you can help many more people than you could receiving clients in your own practice. So you can grow your practice with more ease and more flow. You can go online if you wanted to, of course. There's no need, but you can if you want. You can optimize your time, work less via the time for money structure. And you can also use it as being a force of empowerment for others, because people always have to go to a therapist. It's kind of the way we do therapy. It's the kind of way we do coaching. People come to you, but how about empowering others to facilitate their self-healing? And maybe you have waiting lists with clients and you cannot help everybody. Why not give your clients a tool so they can help yourself and you can help the people that really need to see you, because you have more space in your schedule. And what is also very beautiful about Healy is that upon buying a Healy, and you don't need to do anything extra for that, you become part of a supportive movement of like-minded people or entrepreneurs with a mission to bring holistic solutions. And it's sometimes a lonely job to be a holistic practitioner. There's, of course, many associations, but not all like-minded people that really want to dive into to the new paradigm and new ways of healing. And you will find that all within Healy. And with that, there's so much training available. There's containers for growth. There's business accelerators. There's network opportunities. And you will find many, many people to co-create with and create opportunities together. And you will also have a chance to bring in your own expertise. So it's very much a new way of working where there's no hierarchy. It's what you like and what you would like to create, and then you find people to do that with. And if it calls to you to share about your experiences, and what you know about meridians, or what you know about meditation, or what you know about business, or what you know about holistic health, and you're very much invited to share that with the community. And that way we all grow, and that way we all teach each other and learn from each other, which I think is very beautiful. And yeah, if I very much found my home within the Healy community like that. So if we can see it this way, on so many levels, Healy is a vehicle for people to transform their lives, for your clients to transform their lives, for you to transform your life, to biohack everything you do. And thank you for listening to that. And I hope we've inspired you to find out more about Healy, and once again, contact the person that invited you to this webinar. And thank you for your time.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you want to say something, Brechje?
Yes, oh, you said it beautifully. Thank you, everyone, for your attention and time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.